Find your inner strength.
Once we launch my purse line, we'll be on our way to giving the Kardashians a run for their money. I'm gonna shake things up.
A cycle of anger isn't healthy.
I'll be healthy again, as soon as I make a couple of cheaters pay for blowing up my life.
There were a number of times when you, or a member of your family, needed a favor. This is a situation where you owe me one. Have a nice rest.
Beyond the Gates spoilers for February 16th to 20th reveal that Bill is in desperate need of help and reaches out to Joey. Jacob clashes with Elon and later tells Naomi that he's moving out. Randy warns Lynette, and Danny confronts Nicole. Meanwhile, Anita suffers a shocking health scare at the country club. Beyond the Gate spoilers for Monday, February 16th. One pair of lovers solidifies their relationship while in Puerto Rico. Doug's night goes from bad to worse. Naomi suffers a heartbreaking loss. June saves the day. BTG spoilers for Tuesday, February 17th. Couples across town celebrate Valentine's Day in wildly different ways. Anita serenades Vernon. Joey cedes control to Vanessa. Martin's gift to Smitty backfires. Haley finally gets what she wants. Danny teams up with someone unexpected to battle a common foe. Thomas questions rile Haley. Ashley's resourcefulness upsets Grayson. Danny tests Nicole's real feelings about Ted and her new men. Randy is tasked with a new assignment that threatens to expose his entire con. BTG spoilers for Thursday, February 19th. Leslie ruins Anita's lunch, which pushes Anita's health issues out into the open. Elon schools Jacob on the brutal realities of going deep undercover. Naomi surprises Haley. Lynette deals with two tense confrontations. One couple chooses to live apart. Beyond the Gate spoilers for Friday, February 20th. Anastasia's rumor-mongering forces Anita's hand. Vanessa has a potential solution to Nicole and Samantha's dilemma. Joey watches Haley and Randy squirm in front of Bill. Chelsea fears that if Madison defers her dream job, it will spell disaster for their relationship. Here's a quick recap of last week's Beyond the Gates. Monday, February 9th, Danny and Andre are interrupted by two surprise guests. Chelsea shocks Bill with big news. Lynette implements a new scheme that has Haley right where she wants her. Grayson opens up to Ashley about the mysterious call he received. Jan tries to broker peace between Leslie and Derek. Tuesday, February 10th, Bill vents to Danny about their daughter, but clashes with Andre in the process. Naomi and Ashley tend to an injured old friend. Jacob is tasked with a dangerous assignment. Smitty gets a lead on the case from June. Madison makes another life-changing decision. Anita and Vernon receive wonderful news. Wednesday, February 11th, Nicole and Kill's steamy date is interrupted by Carlton. Bill worries Haley's had a setback. Chelsea thinks Hamilton history may be repeating itself. Anita and Vernon teach Samantha, Tyrell, and Jessica a lesson. Anastasia stirs the pot. Thursday, February 12th, Leslie seeks guidance from Joey on a personal matter. Vanessa does her best to assuage Nicole's guilt. Randy's not happy with Haley's update. Ted gets an earful from his ex. Shanice puts Carlton in his place. Friday, February 13th. Danny publicly launches her comeback but is sideswiped by an antagonistic reporter. Anita is called on to reassure both of her daughters. Vernon and Kat have a heart-to-heart. Lynette gets what she wants from Bill and Haley. For fans catching up on the holiday, CBS revisits a pivotal episode from Season 1. Vanessa McBride, Lauren Buglioli, solidifies her relationship with Joey Armstrong, John Lindstrom, while in Puerto Rico. Doug's, Jason Graham, night goes from bad to worse. Naomi Hamilton Hawthorne, Ariel Prepetty, suffers a heartbreaking loss. June, Jasmine Burke, saves the day. Couples across town celebrate Valentine's Day in wildly different ways. Anita Dupree, Tamara Tunie, serenades Vernon Dupree, Clifton Davis. Joey cedes control to Vanessa. Martins, Brandon Claiborne, gift to Smitty, Mike Manning, backfires. Haley Hamilton, Mokita Goings, finally gets what she wants while Danny Dupree Hawthorne, Karla Mosley, teams up with someone unexpected to battle a common foe. Bill Hamilton, Timon Kyle duet, calls in a favor to Joey. Thomas Navarro's, Alex Alegria, questions Ryle Haley while Ashley Morgan's, Jen Jacob, resourcefulness upsets Grayson Perez, Jordi Villasuso. Danny tests Nicole Richardson Dupree, Daphnee Duplaix, real feelings about Ted Richardson, Keith D. Robinson, and her new men. Randy Parker, Maurice P. Carey, is tasked with a new assignment that threatens to expose his entire con. Friday, February 13th, episode number 230. Danny told Pamela she wasn't ready to face the press, who were invited over to her house to hear the announcement that she would be the spokesperson for Tatum Stewart's new clothing line. She still had hesitations. She insisted she had time to leave and headed to her parents' house, where she told them what was happening. And she got their thoughts. Of course, they wanted her to take on this challenge. They felt she was ready for this comeback. Later, she returned home and faced the reporters. She announced on the livestream that she was jumping back into modeling as the face of Tatum Stewart's new line. An antagonistic reporter called her out for being an aging woman in a world full of models decades younger than she was. But she handled the tough and unfair questions brilliantly and ended up shining. Nicole also showed up at her parents' house needing reassurance. Her love life has become fodder for hospital gossip. Even the chief of staff, Dr. Leah Whitmere, Cecilia Specht, had noticed. Kat, Colby Mohammed, who was at her grandparents' house, got some quality one-on-one time with Vernon. She got his advice on living her life too safely. Lynette and Haley talked Bill into securing a luxury hotel room for Lynette, where she could recover from their ordeal. Later, Lynette sounded as if she wanted to reunite with Randy, but he had no interest in her. Ted got Shanice a Valentine's gift that she could wear out on their date. And Dr. Whitmore talked to Carlton about the romances at the hospital and how it wasn't her problem until they affected patient care. So there may be problems in the future. This tension culminates on Friday, February 20th, in what promises to be the must-see scene of the week. Joey Armstrong, John Lindstrom, the formidable mob boss who has his own reasons for wanting to see Bill Hamilton's enemy squirm, gets a front-row seat to the drama. Spoilers reveal that Joey watches with no small amount of pleasure as Haley and Randy squirm in front of Bill. This scenario suggests that Bill has finally cornered them, possibly using his vast resources and influence to expose their illicit affair and the subsequent blackmail. For Joey, who is currently in a relationship with Bill's former flame Vanessa, Lauren Buglioli, and has been asked for a favor by Bill earlier in the week, witnessing the downfall of his rivals is a sweet victory. The warning Lynette receives, or perhaps the warning Randy issues to Lynette to stay out of it, will likely be a key factor in how this high-stakes meeting plays out. Relationships on the rocks. Amidst the major scandals, other relationships in Fairmont Crest are facing tests. Danny Dupree Hawthorne, Karla Mosley, never one to shy away from manipulation, spends the week stirring the pot. On Tuesday, she teams up with an unexpected person to wage war against a common enemy. By Wednesday, she is putting her sister Nicole, Daphnee Duplaix's feelings about her ex-husband Ted, Keith D. Robinson, to the test, likely complicating Nicole's burgeoning love life. Even the younger couples aren't safe from the week's tumultuous energy. Martin, Brandon Claiborne, attempts to give his husband Smitty, Mike Manning, a special gift, but it backfires spectacularly on Tuesday. And Chelsea, Ronnie Rose Mantilla, continues to